Alright everyone, it's time to get back on the topic of race once again. And this is the reason I love America. Pure freedom of speech at the moment. Of course, there is a war being waged on Twitter and Facebook and many other social media platforms where they are trying to silence people that have dissenting ideas. Now, your idea of a dissenting idea may differ from mine, but I think the whole thing that we need to keep in mind is we should be able to debate those ideas. The good ideas will rise to the top. The bad ideas will float to the bottom. Once you cut off those debates, it's the government and whoever is in power, that's who's going to be in charge. So, anyway, I found this really racist video. It astounds me how racist it is. And actually, some of the ideas that they put forward are just stupid. And I'm going to break this down, and of course, as always, I will leave links below on the low bar, so you can look for yourself as to where I've gotten the information to just blow this shit out of the water, because it is fucking ridiculous. And I am really getting tired of being asked for reparations for shit that I had no involvement in. And yeah, I'm a colorblind, cracker-ass, toilet bowl complexion motherfucker. And I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. But I didn't do anything. So get off your fucking high horse. Alright, let's get into this, because it is just fucking ridiculous.
Aquabial, how y'all doing today, my African people, my comrades in revolution? I have got an amazing treat for y'all today. Now, have you ever seen CNN or MSNBC or Fox News where they love to pit black people against each other, right? They have the one black person that represents, like, you know, the movement, or is supposed to be like for the people and stuff. And then they have the other black person who represents white power and is the coon, the bootlicker, you know, the one that likes to jiggle massa's balls in his mouth. And then they pit them against each other and have them fight. And then for entertainment of white people, you know, eating popcorn and, you know, no seasoning food at home, right?
So this is what really irritated me to start with. I mean, obviously, the condescending and racist tone. If you're going to have a debate and you want to get your point across, you really need to be respectful. But if you come across like this, what is it other than hate speech? And I'm telling you, if I were to go off on a tangent and do all these slurs, I can guarantee you, my comment box is going to be full of a fucking, you're a racist, you're a racist, you're a racist. I'm sorry, I'm not a racist. You are the definition of a racist. Fuck this bullshit of you keep trying to use racism transferably with systemic racism, and that's bullshit. Way fucking bullshit. If it was fucking systemic racism, we would never have had Colonel Powell, and Obama wouldn't be where the fuck he is, and all these black entertainers, they wouldn't be where they're at, and all these black entertainment channels that crop up, which I'm for, because we should never forget our heritage. We should never forget where we came from, and as Americans and white people, we should never forget that, yes, we slaughtered a race. If anybody should be demanded and given reparations, it's the Native Americans. Just keep watching. This just gets even more fucking ridiculous.
So I was thinking we need to do something like that here at the Uhuru House. So I started thinking, you know, I want to pit cave beast against cave beast, troglodyte against troglodyte, no melanin having ass against no melanin having ass, toilet seat complexion individual against toilet seat complexion individual, lassie-haired mother effer against another lassie-haired mother effer.
So there we go again. Are you fucking serious, dude? Are you fucking serious? Just, wow. I really, at this point, don't know what to say other than, wow. Wow.
So today, my comrades, my Africans, I bring you the No Lips debate of 2016. Uhuru. So the first No Lip debater is Jesse Neville.
Okay, for this part, it's really important that you watch the facial expressions on Jesse Neville, or, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but really, you really need to watch this guy's face. It pretty much sums up the wow factor. Like, even though I'm trying to stand with you, you treat me like shit. And this is where I think, and I have to make the point that you're not fighting for equality whatsoever. And then you go to treat this guy, this white guy, this toilet seat complexion motherfucker who's trying to stand on your side like fucking shit. You treat him like a dog, and if you think the people of America are going to stand for this bullshit, you're fucking crazy. They fight against racism every day. Despite what you want to fucking say. America is not like it used to be. It's not 1960 anymore. It's we've come so far, and you want to just drive us back even farther with I just can't believe how you treat this poor guy.
Uhuru.
Tell the people who you is, Jesse.
I'm Jesse with the Uhuru.
Hold on. Your tone is kind of loud. This is my office, okay? I don't feel comfortable with your cave ass up in here talking all kinds of different levels and shit, okay? Talk at this level right here. You see this?
Yep.
That's the level that's comfortable in my African office.
I'm Jesse with the Uhuru Solidarity Movement.
Better, yes. Good. Now, the next no-lip debater is a good friend of mine and y'all's. His name is Larry. Aroo-daroo, aroo-daroo. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hello, everybody. Aroo-daroo, Jesse.
Don't even really think I need to say anything here, but really. Oh my god, fuck my life.
Uhuru Larry.
God bless you. Anyways, hey you guys, I represent white liberals. We also want good for the African American community. You know, they call African Americans now, Jesse, not Negroes. These people change their names so often. Anyways, we want good for them, okay, my no-lip having brother? Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about realistic ways of change, all right?
Okay.
Great. What sunscreen did you put on today, brother?
54.
54? Oh, I'm a 95 kind of guy.
Impressive.
So, can I go first, please?
Yes, Larry.
All right. Hello, you guys. My name is Larry, and I represent the white liberals, where we are going to create a perfect America for all people, all nationalities. We're going to unite as one people. We need to unite, Jesse. We need to unite. We're going to unite and become one people. No more races. Okay, I don't say race. We're going to all be American.
So I don't understand what the problem with this all being American is, because this is obviously satire. Like, but it's not even satire, it's a cruel fucking joke. I mean, really. I will make the argument that colorblind is not the way to say it, maybe, because I've said it in another video and I'll say it again. I recognize the person in front of me is of a different heritage. They have different problems, they have a different life, and they go through different things. But what is the fucking problem of wanting to move past that and just all be American? I mean, really. Heaven forbid we all have equality. Not to mention, look at his face. Look at his face just after this. Like, he's just kind of in shock. He's like, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Well, good to meet you, Larry, and I'd just like to say that the United States, this America that you speak about, was built on the oppression of African people and the genocide against the indigenous people of this land. And you would not exist, Larry. I would not exist. We would not be here. This country would not be here if white people hadn't enslaved African people and forced them to work against their will for hundreds of years to build this economy.
Okay, so the only point I can give these guys, or this caveman, I can call him a caveman, right? Because I'm a caveman. That's how it works, right? The only point I'll give him is, yeah, we slaughtered the indigenous people and that was wrong, and if anybody is owed reparations, it's the Native Americans. But then to go on and act like we built this nation on the back of black slaves, to a point, yeah, you're right. But the slave trade actually started with white people from Britain. We put them in indentured slavery, and and you completely ignore the fact, and don't even want to talk about the fact that in the Barbary states, in Africa, which is northern Africa, you were taking white slaves. The Ottoman Empire was feeding you white slaves, and you had no fucking problem with it. You have no problem with it. Where are their reparations? And I'm going to make a further point in just a minute here on this whole fucking slavery thing, because this motherfucker is about to say something really fucking stupid.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Wait. I don't support slavery, okay? My great great grandparents weren't even slaves, okay? We're Irish, okay? We have nothing to do with that whole slavery nonsense.
I have a huge problem with what he just tried to do with this Irish jar of mayonnaise, because the first slaves in America were really Irish, and that's where it all started. Again, I'm not condoning any of this. In fact, I'm condemning it. But I'm going to read you a small excerpt from the article that I'm showing you in the background, and the link will obviously be provided in the description below. From 1641 to 1652, over 500,000 Irish were killed by the English, and another 300,000 were sold as slaves. Ireland's population fell from about 1,500,000 to 600,000 in one single decade. Families were ripped apart as the British did not allow the Irish dads to take their wives and children with them across the Atlantic. This led to a helpless population of homeless women and children. Britain's solution was to auction them off as well. During the 1650s, over 100,000 Irish children between the ages of 10 and 14 were taken from their parents and sold as slaves in the West Indies, Virginia, and New England. In this decade, 52,000 Irish, mostly women and children, were sold to Barbados and Virginia. Another 30,000 Irish men and women were also transported and sold to the highest bidder. In 1656, Cromwell ordered that 2,000 Irish children be taken to Jamaica and sold as slaves to the English settlers. So, yeah, fuck you.
So I'm not going to hear all that shit today, okay? We're not going to talk about that today, okay? Let's talk about the present, okay? I'm against slavery. My heroes are Angelina Jolie and Bono, okay? I love to give charity to the Africans on the continent, okay? Because they're very poor. And I give money to them and they give me little pictures of the little kids. I hang it up on my fridge and all my friends see it and say I'm such a great guy. It also helps me get some girls. So yeah, I want to be just like Brangelina and adopt a whole bunch of African babies.
Lawrence, do you know who Chairman Omali Yeshitela is?
No.
So if you look up the history of Omali Yeshitela, born as Joseph Waller, you will quickly see that it's full of holes, and he was actually a criminal, and he's a radical, moving people towards this thought of, I don't want to say violence, but it's really just promoting racial tensions across America. And while I believe in the fact that we all need to be equal, his methods are, again, highly radical, and I suggest you check out the links that I provide.
Chairman Omali Yeshitela is the leader and founder of the Uhuru movement.
Okay.
He said, Africa is not poor, Africa is being looted. Charity doesn't change anything except make you feel better and make other white people feel better. Charity maintains the status quo. African people need control of their own resources and self-determination. We owe reparations. We have to stand in solidarity, not charity, Larry.
Well, again, I believe that charity is not the end-all or actually going to solve the problem. But you keep referring to Africa as Africa, and if you're talking about Africa and not America, and you say that Africa has been looted, well, that's kind of bullshit. Like, you're basically saying that the people over there and the people that were never enslaved are just so worthless that they were never able to keep up with the progress that the rest of the world has made. Well, I can't say the rest of the world, but the rest of the first world nations have made. So you're kind of talking shit about your own people. And if you feel that way, they need to rise up and stop their own suppression of their own fucking people to move past those fucking problems. America's not the problem. Britain's not the problem. Russia's not the problem. Africa may be its own fucking problem.
Okay, hold on. I see you're getting angry, you're getting red. I can see it because, we know melanin people. You can see the blood rising because we have no melanin and stuff, like parasites. You know what I mean? But anyways, first of all, I am not a fucking racist. I meant to say that at the beginning. Us white liberals all love to begin our sentences with that. I'm not a fucking racist, okay? I don't even see color, Jesse. I don't know what color you are right now, okay? I just don't see it, okay? I took a workshop with Tim Wise. You know Tim Wise?
I know who he is.
Okay. Well, he scrubbed my little white brain clean of all racist thoughts, okay? It only cost me like $700, dude. Dude, only $700. That's less than the blow I bought this morning. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. You do blow too, just like me. What?
No, I don't.
Dude, are you even white? That's our thing, dude.
Skipping over all the other racial shit that you just talked about, I'm going to hit this blow thing, like the blow is our thing. Really. Because I'm sure in previous videos and in future videos, you're going to talk about how America and the CIA and the FBI and all that, we dumped crack in your black neighborhoods, and that's what kept you down, and that was part of the fucking problem. Well, I don't know. I've lived in a lot of places. I've had interactions with a lot of different cultures. And it seems like we've all had contact with all the same bullshit. It's not a valid fucking argument, and you're being fucking racist.
Larry, do you even know what racism is?
No.
Racism is the ideological underpinning of colonialism. Do you know what colonialism is?
No.
Colonialism is a foreign, hostile domination of an oppressed nation by an oppressor nation. African people are colonized, and white people, we are the colonizers.
I see what you did there. You're twisting the fucking words and definitions into to something that suits your own needs. We didn't colonize Africa. Who the fuck? What the fuck? We colonized America, and yeah, I agree, and I will stand on this, and again, never forget your own history. But we didn't colonize Africa. We colonized America, and we did some fucked up shit to do so, but again, you're talking shit about a nation thousands of miles across the Atlantic Ocean that apparently can't take care of itself.
What? What? I don't know any of this stuff, okay?
Your unlearning racism is not going to change that reality. Only African liberation and reparations will change that reality.
You're trying to change the definition of racism won't stop racism. It'll only perpetuate racism. Yeah.
But listen. Tim Wise told me, okay?
Tim Wise makes $7,000 every time he spouts his bullshit at one of these universities and makes white people feel good about unlearning their racism. But
Up until making this video, I have never heard of Tim Wise. But after doing a little bit of research, watching a couple videos, reading some shit, it pretty much seems like he's trying to say what I'm saying, but he also made some really good points that I've never really thought of before. And that's, the white man wasn't the white man construct that it is today until the 1700s, when we got into this whole building the nation of America. Like, the white man pretty much fucked over the white man, and up until then, it was a lot of religious bullshit and slaughtering each other over religion. But then we were able to, or subsects were able to, start defining race as a thing, and the British Empire had really abolished slavery. We were the last, I can't even say we're the last ones, because it's still going on fucking today, in Africa of all places, and other nations, of course. Britain and the United Kingdom really led the revolt against slavery, and pretty much ended it, and we were one of the last first world nations to follow suit, and that's why we still have this huge fucking stigma that people just really need to get over. Again, I'm going to link some shit about Tim Wise, and I suggest you go and look at it for yourselves.
you still go home to your white neighborhood while African people still get gunned down in the streets of this country.
Again, trying to act like the white man is oppressing the black man and killing every black man they see that just kind of looks at them strange. Well, take a look at this fucking chart. Take a look at the chart that I just got from the FBI the FBI fucking website. Just take a good look at it. Read it. Take some time. Look at the numbers. Really. And of course, there's going to be a link to this and another fucking article down below.
We have to stand for African liberation. African liberation, black power, solidarity with black power.
Chill, dude, okay? Chill. I get it. I really get it, okay? What'd you have last night to eat? Dang.
A big bowl of cage-free egg mayonnaise.
Oh, okay. Well, I had a big bowl of non-seasoned chicken, okay? My mother made it for me.
Again, stereotyping with the free-range chicken, egg bullshit. And then I'm actually going to post a link to my blog as well, because I used to post a really good food blog, and you will see how plain I fucking eat. Fucking Christ.
You know, and yes, I do live in a beautiful white community, okay, and it's gated, okay, and we have, you know, Whole Foods and, you know, Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's, and I'm liberal.
Right.
And listen. I get what you're saying, dude. Do you not see the stickers I'm wearing today? My buttons. Do you not see it? I'm fucking voting for Bernie fucking Sanders, okay? He's the revolutionary of our time. He is the leader of all oppressed people right now, okay? Did you fucking know that he marched with Martin Luther King one time, Jesse? He's fighting for all of the middle class, okay? All of us workers, okay? He's fighting for even those terrorist-ass Muslims. He's fighting for those Chinese people that can't speak clear English. He's even fighting for the violent Negroes in the Black Lives Matter movement.
Just can't stop with the racial bullshit, can you? And pretty much everything you've said is fucking true. Like, again, heaven forbid we have a politician that actually wants to stand on your side. And, nah, it's not even fucking bullshit. Like, he marched with Martin Luther King once. Oh my god, I'm sorry it was only once. But, you know, motherfucker had a job to do. And it was clear and has been clear and is still clear from his political moves and stances. He is on your fucking side and you just want to belittle every fucking thing that he's done.
Larry, no. Bernie Sanders is against reparations for slavery. Did you know that, Larry?
What?
On the scale of YouTube, this channel is non-existent right now. So I hope somebody's watching this. I hope somebody sees it. And I hope somebody's keeping tabs. Because, Jesse, I want to know. And I want to see proof. Bank statements. You block out all pertinent information. But, nah, if you did that, then it could just be fucking false. I just want to fucking see proof of your reparations. How much have you paid for your ancestors' fucking bullshit? You going up here and being treated like an asshole in front of the fucking Kazi Kodo is fucking bullshit. I want to see it. I want to see the money. I want to see the statements. Fucking cuck.
What? No, Jesse. Listen, Bernie marched with motherfucking Martin Luther King, dude, okay? One time. He knows what the Negroes need. I mean, people of color.
Don't you think African people know what African people need?
I think we've gone over the whole African situation before, as far as Africa knows what Africa needs. Well, then Africa needs to fix its own problems, and to act like America and other nations are still stepping on their progress is fucking bullshit. You just go look at those fucking countries yourself, and you will quickly realize they're fucking themselves. If anything, you're way better off here than you are there, even under the situation you think you're fucking stuck in. Oh my god, and not to mention, I've been chastised before for calling someone African American who was actually from Trinidad. I mean, go fucking figure. Not every black person's from Africa or African American. Your roots may be in Africa, but again, I think you're better off here than over there. And if you don't, by all means, I will fucking pay for you. No, I can't say that because I don't have enough money. But I'm sure we can find a way to send you back. And let's see how you do over there.
That makes me feel uncomfortable. What? I mean, we should all figure out all of each other's problems together.
That's a really good idea. I'm on board. Sign me up.
Now, African people know how to solve the problems faced by African people, and our role is to stand in solidarity with them. And we owe reparations. Bernie Sanders owes reparations to African people. All white people owe reparations.
Well, again, Jesse the Caveman Ventura, where the fuck are your reparations? And I want to see the fucking proof that you paid it, because you standing in solidarity is either reparations enough or you owe some cash. So I want the proof.
Okay, look. Dude, you Uhurus are so extremist and violent. I'm not into violence, dude, okay? We've got to coexist, okay? Peace, brother.
Well, then I'd like to see you and your mayonnaise jar friends lay yourselves down in front of a police station and block the police from going and killing African people. This system is violence. Whiteness is violence. White power is violence. You seem to only care about violence when African people and oppressed people fight back.
So very far from the truth, and I can't stress how far from the truth you are, because again, I've already shown proof, and again, look in the low bar for yourself, that we are more violent towards each other's races than actual opposite races. You were no longer in the 1700s or the fucking 16 or 1960s. Everything that you're saying is fucking bullshit. And I can tell by some of the fucking expressions. Like, I can't tell if you're actually trolling Kazi Koto or if you really stand behind him. Because, really, watching your facial expressions through this whole fucking thing, which I know you have to have been rehearsed, he had to have shown you some fucking something. This is not off the cuff. Like, you obviously don't believe your fucking self.
That's not true, okay? But anyways, back to this reparations thing.
Yes.
Bernie doesn't support that because it's just not real, okay? It's not all about the money. Bernie wants to do other changes. It's always about the money with those people. You know that. You and I both know it's all about the money with those Negroes.
Yeah, that's easy for you to say, Lawrence, because we white people built a whole economic system built on the theft of African labor and resources, and we created money on the backs of African people. And reparations is going to happen whether Bernie Sanders wants it to happen or not, because African people are going to take back what belongs to them. The question for you is, what are you as a white person going to do about it? Are you going to stand on the side of the oppressor, or are you going to stand on the side of the oppressed?
So this is where we get into touch with modern times again, because if you look at my tax returns, I'm actually living in poverty. I made less than $18,000 last year, working my best at full time. Yeah, but I had medical issues and family issues that kind of got in the way of actually being able to work full time. So, fuck you and get with the fucking times. It seems to me like it is all about money, and I'm telling you what, money's not the answer. I've said it again, I've said it before in another video, and I'll fucking reiterate the problem here, is I was raised in San Diego County, and I was raised there at the time when all these Indian casinos were making their rise, and I watched people that I went to school with live in trailers, fucked up trailers and fucked up houses, buy Ferraris and Escalades rather than making their homes a beautiful place and putting that money back into the economy. I mean, I guess you can argue that buying Ferraris and Escalades did put money back into the economy, but not where it really mattered for them.
Okay, obviously I'm standing on the side of Bernie Sanders, so I'm on the side of the oppressed, okay? Where did you learn all this stuff from, man? Like, dude, what the hell?
I learned it from Chairman Omali Yeshitela, the leader and founder of the Uhuru Movement and the African People's Socialist Party.
Molly, is that some Swahili stuff? You know, I bought a necklace from there one time. Anyways, Justin, it was nice talking to you. Where can I find you online so I can report your white ass to the fucking police and CIA and FBI? This is crazy. Where can I find you online?
You can find us at uhurusolidarity.org and on Facebook, Uhuru Solidarity Movement.
Where can I personally find you, okay? I need the police to know. Where can I find you?
You can go to Jesse Novelsky on Facebook.
You hear that, FBI? We got him. All right, great to hear from you, okay? Great to hear from you. So if the people want to meet up with you, where can they find you?
Well, we actually have a big convention coming up, April 16th.
Okay, I'm out. This is too much. Y'all are organized. You're having events. I gotta go hug a tree and save whales. I'm a liberal. Bye, guys. Hooroo.
Alright, I think I'm done proving my point about how racist this whole fucking video was and all that fucking bullshit. And I really wouldn't show the rest of the video, but I really want you to pay attention to how Kazi Koto rolls his eyes at the end when he dismisses his white slave.
Hooroo, y'all. So I'm back. How did it go?
Very good.
What's this about?
This is the national convention of the Uhuru Solidarity Movement, April 16th and 17th.
That's me.
That's you.
That's me. Okay, all right. Tell the people about it.
Well, this is our national convention. We're having it in St. Petersburg, Florida, and we invite all white people to come learn how we can build a movement for white solidarity with black power. And we have some amazing speakers, including Chairman Omali Yeshitela, Penny Hess, the chairwoman of the African People's Solidarity Committee, Herdoja Bentham, the president of the International People's Democratic Uhuru Movement, and we're now announcing a very special guest.
Your voice.
A very special guest.
Thank you.
By the name of Kazi Koto.
Thank you so much, Jesse. You can leave now. Uhuru, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed that debate. Cave Beast against Cave Beast. Mayo Saxon against Mayo Saxon. Who do you think won in the debate? Please leave, the winner in the comments below, if it was Jesse or if it was Larry. And I hope that this video helps you understand the difference between a white ally and white solidarity being led by African people towards African liberation, African revolution, thus African freedom. Fight colonialism, fight for land, resources, and the power to build our own systems so we don't have to complain while we are under the system of our oppressor. Uhuru, and check that melanin.